Oh, hello there. You snuck up on me. Um, this is the first in a series of what many people are calling the greatest educational videos ever put together by Mr. Wes. And I know what you're saying. Hey, Mr. Wes, you're a huge YouTube star. You're the principal at this wonderful school. You have time to make a video? Well, I do because I do have time apparently. Because I think I need to make the time to communicate with everybody. I've been trying to figure out how I can do it. And I'm going to send out a letter today also to follow this up. But I think, there's something about a video that I like to help give my message. The filter of a letter is like, what does he mean by that? You might hear something over or see something on Facebook, our Facebook page or something. And so I think that the best way for me to communicate with you, I like that, is to do this video. I'm gonna do some videos a couple times a week, I think, to help keep everybody informed. And I apologize that the communication has not been as good as it should this first quarter. Um, it is also typical of our school. So anyway, in my opinion. So anyway, we've just had Halloween, and so that's kind of a magic time in the school year. We've settled in those routines. We're into the school year now. The weather's changing, and that's also partially why my hair's all wacky. And I was a werewolf yesterday. You got to have the wacky hair. I was going to have a haircut today, didn't happen. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, First video of the year. Pretty excited. So here's what we're going to do. In order to make our school a place where your student can learn and be safe, we are really going to just start, implementing and really encouraging and reteaching the simple rules that we have at our school and the policies that we have at our school. And we are going to start, and this mainly affects the older students. If you got kindergarten through probably the lower grades, third grade, it's probably not an issue for you. But we've been starting we have a problem with cell phones. There's a problem with cell phones in America, in the world probably, but I can only speak to America and specifically to our particular institution. And the phones are a problem, and they are hindering your child from learning, and they're causing them probably a lot of stress. It's probably causing them to have some mental health issues. I got to get the full hairdo in there, huh? Maybe some mental health issues that I want to make sure that I want to help with, and our school does, because it's not. It's about safety, and it's about your child's learning. And I've talked to so many parents and grandparents, and that seems to be it's the common through line that I hear from everybody is, I want my child to be safe and I want them to learn. Well, so do I, and so does every teacher and person that works at this school. And and I'm starting with the cell phones because they are a cause of your child to not learn as much and to potentially have adverse effects on their health, mental health, and probably physical health. And I just want everybody to know here, because here's the thing. I can be accused of many, many things, and the staff can, but there's one thing that they won't be accused of, and that's not caring. They really, really, really do care. And that's powerful. And part of the problem is your particular student, I'm not your student, some of the students aren't able to access the learning and do their best because they're so focused in on, I can't find my phone. They're so focused in on their phone. But anyway, our school policy and our handbook says that no phones will be used during the school day. Our handbook says that phones will be turned into their teacher in the morning, and their teacher will put them in a locked container of some type. And then at the end of the day, they'll get their phone back. Now, it's pretty simple. Most things are simple, but it might not be very easy because we know that there are students who are going to say, "Oh, I'm going to do it. We've already had it. We've already tried it." And they use the F word and all kinds of stuff. It's like, okay. And then we go get, we just try to get it. And, but anyway, it's hard. And it's going to be really, 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 really hard. And there's a chance that, again, I'm talking maybe to the older students in our building. There's a very good chance that your student's going to say, "I ain't giving it to you. I need to use this to do whatever." And our answer to all these is, no. At school, you don't need a cell phone. But what if I need to? No. We have a phone if there's an emergency. But what? But my mom, they need to get a hold of me. No, they can. Your parents and grandparents care enough about you that they want you to be safe and they want you to learn. And we're going to do the very simple thing of seeing of getting the cell phones out of the equation so that your wonderful student can learn and they can be safe. And maybe what might be helpful is when your child goes to school, we're going to start this. Today's Wednesday. It's the day after Halloween. Tomorrow's we're going to kind of get on this and really enforce it. So when your child gets home tonight, you might say, "Hey, make sure to turn your phone into your teacher." Or, "Hey, why don't you just leave your phone at home? You don't need it." We had a student lose their AirPods yesterday. I wouldn't bring them to school if it were me, if I had some really expensive AirPods, but that's me. Also, yeah, we aren't responsible for the phones. So if they bring them and they lose them, please don't bring them. That would be the best. If your child has to have a phone, just know that they have to turn them in, okay? Because I think it's important for our students to understand that if we can follow this simple rule, it'll just make everything so much better. And many of our students are addicted to that phone. You've seen it. We all see it. It's not just the students, but those, especially our middle school, our young kids are vulnerable to what the people on the multimedia or the video, the interweb, what they're doing. They're doing it to make it addictive too. So anyway, man, I've really gone on. I was going to make this like 5 minutes long. I'm already up to 8 something, but that's just how I roll. So it seems like. Anyway, I've had some great conversations with parents and grandparents, and I will be the first to admit that I've been trying to do things a little bit differently. Many of you guys know me, and I'm going to keep trying to do what's right. And am I going to make mistakes? Yes, I am. There's a huge history of me making mistakes, but you know what? Most of the time, the mistakes I make are generally with the intention of trying to make things work out. And sometimes it requires patience too. I'm very honored and humbled to be the principal of the school. I'm very honored and humbled to work with all these kids. They are amazing, and there've been, I don't know, every one of them makes me smile. There's kids that, they're in the office and they've done something, and I don't know, but I have nothing against any kid. They're so awesome. They really, really are. Wow, I've got to stop before it's at 10 minutes. Let's have a great school year. We need That's good coffee. Your help as parents, as guardians, as grandparents, whoever loves these kids, we need your help.